Hello, fifth grade. I hope this video finds you doing well. What you're going to see in this number operations opportunity that you're going to get each week is there's going to be a list of problems. And so you're going to have 3 problems per day. There'll be a day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I will not be giving you problems on Fridays, so you will never see that. It'll just be during the week. I do ask that you take the 10 to 20 minutes, depending on where you're at in your math skills, to work on these though, because this is like riding a bike. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get, and next you know you'll be riding with no hands. So what we're looking at is multiplication this week, and we're actually looking at partial products, which you're seeing on this page. On the next page, we're looking at doubling and halving. We know doubling and halving does not always work, so the reality is you may not always use that strategy. We're looking at area model. What I love about area model is how it connects you to multiplying binomials when you go into algebraic reasoning. So area model, that's why I want you to focus on that. And then breaking factors to smaller factors just shows your basic math skills within larger numbers and how to break those numbers down. So again, these are all math tools you're going to be using as you go into higher levels of mathematical reasoning. So this first one, when we're looking at partial products, realize there's more than one way to do partial products. In the black, I've said, well, 18 is the same as 20 minus 2. And so I'm saying 25 20s minus 25 2s, because I know 25 times 2 is 50, so 25 20s is then 500. 25 2s is 50, so then I know I have an answer of 450. Okay, or if you say, well, I wouldn't have looked at it as a subtraction, 20 minus 2 is 18, I would have looked at it as, and the reason I broke it up as 10 plus 4 plus 4, because I know 4 25s is 100. Remember, this is about making numbers easier for you to work with when you use any of these strategies. So 25 10s is what? 250. 25 4s is 100. 25 4s is 100. Again, we know that's 450. So that's one way you could have done partial products, or I should say 2 ways you could have done partial products for 25 groups of 18. Let's look at this one. Doubling and halving. Okay? If we have 25 groups of 18 here, 25 works out really well because you can say double 25. So 25 times 2 is 50. Half 18, right? So if I'm doubling 25, I'm halving the other number, is 9. Now, if I go further, now if you know how to work with decimals, 4.5 times 100, well, what's going to happen? I'm going to move the decimal over 2 places, and that's still going to give me 450 for an answer. Or for me with doubling and halving, I would have actually probably stopped right here, because 5 9s is 45, and then we know, well, 5 then 50s is 450. I wouldn't have gone all the way out to here, but you can if you'd like. Again, doubling and halving does not work with every number, but ultimately it will allow you to make numbers more friendly for you when you go to work with it. Looking at the opportunity to area model. Area model is breaking up, so we're saying 25 is 20 plus 5. We're saying 18 is 10 plus 8. I find area model is a way to break up a number based on its place value. So I'm breaking up the 10s and the 1s, the 10s and the 1s. So I'm saying 20 10s is 200. 10 5s is 50. 8 20s is 160. 8 5s is 40. When I add up all those, again, I get 450. Okay, what I like about area model is when you start to think about something like this, if I gave you x plus 2, x plus 5, well, in an area model, let's think about this for a second. X plus 2, x plus 5. So we have x times x is x squared, x times 2 is 2x, 5 times x is 5x, 5 times 2 is 10. So when we simplify this, we have x squared plus 7x plus 10. Now, no, are we there yet? No, we're not there yet with our mathematical reasoning, but it's the reason I would like to make sure that you do spend some time with area model, because it's going to transfer over really well when you're multiplying binomials, when you're working with monomial, when you work with multiple different things, it just allows it to come to life because you're not using a rule, you're actually applying it to an image that makes sense. Okay. Our last one is breaking factors into smaller factors. I think this, of all of, other than partial products, I think this may be the most important strategy you can apply to multiplication, because it really allows you to break down numbers and manipulate numbers to work for you. It also allows you to apply associative property. Remember, associative property is the order in which you multiply 3 or more numbers does not change their outcome. Because like here, we know 25 is 5 times 5. We know 18 is 2 times 9. Well, think about it for a second. If I know 5 2s is 10, and I know 5 9s is 45, well, 45 times 10 is 450. That's so much easier way to do it. That I can't stress enough. Breaking factors of smaller factors can be a very friendly number. If you notice, by solving all these different ways, I got 450 on every solution, so then ultimately I must have been doing it right. If any one of these I would have made a careless error, I could have double checked myself based on the other problems I did. Again, I'm only asking you to show 3 out of 4. You don't have to use all 4 every time, but make sure you're using 3 out of 4 with the problems that are shared with you in the Google Doc. Thank you very much. Enjoy.